my Safer Space podcast. My name is Sharon Guya. I am your lovely host. Happy New Year. I hope that when you are coming to 2025, you did not forget your teeth or any of your tooth was left when you're eating nyama during the holiday celebrations. So today, guys, I am thrilled to be joined by amazing friends. Guys, let me tell you, I have cute friends. They are my amazing friends. They call themselves the mics, but I'll leave them to introduce themselves. So let me just warn you, you might witness some cold war hapa kidogo as they introduce themselves. I don't know who is the big mic, by mkubwa ama mdogo, but let's leave it to them to let us know. Okay guys, so I'm not saying who goes first, so you guys introduce yourselves.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Hello everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing great here. Tumevuka mwaka, we're in 2025, new goals, new achievements, and all set. Of course, I'm the big mic. You can call me the big mic. You can see I'm the big mic now. So thank you, and let's have an interactive session onwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Okay.
Yes.
Mike one. That's Mike one.
Body sizes. I'm the eldest Mike.
Okay.
Happy New Year to you too. Actually, I was telling somebody out there Happy New Year akaniambia mwaka ishazeka. Sasa hizi naogopa kuambia watu Happy New Year. But Happy New Year.
You are safe here.
I'm safe here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. So thank you. So guys, today we want to delve into a topic very dear to my heart. So we're going to talk about focus. So I want to begin us with reading an introduction about what focus is. So for me, how I define focus is the ability to concentrate your attention and energy to a specific goal, task, or a vision that you've set for yourself without being distracted. So having said that, I want us to, even as we talk about this thing, I want us to look into how we can maintain focus for this year, and also how to discern distractions and keep away from them. So right now, I just want to start immediately by talking about some of the distractions that keep us off from achieving our goals. So I want to invite the first Mike number one. Tell us, what do you think, Mike, are some of the distractions that keep people away from focus?
Okay. First, thank you, Madam Guya, for the chance.
Thank you.
I think for me, specifically, I have two types of distraction. We have the internal distraction. The internal distractions are those that come from within, and we have the external distraction, those ones that comes from the environment. So for the internal distraction, first for me, I will only say about you lacking of discipline and also self-belief on yourself. Okay. Yes.
So self-belief, you mean not believing in yourself?
Not believing in yourself, because most people don't believe on themselves. You can achieve the most, but you always set a smaller target for yourself or a smaller goal, thinking that it's very hard for you to achieve that huge goal. And in real sense, of course, everyone has the capacity to achieve the biggest goal.
Thank you, Mike. And you, Mike number two. What do you think here?
Actually, that's a very good way to put it, the internal and the external distractions. For me, the biggest distraction is actually that one, lacking your self-belief, doubting yourself. And there's also another internal distraction that goes self-desires. Your own desires. I can expound it by saying, for instance, the desire to sleep, the desire to rest, the desire to just not do anything, to lazy around. Those are the things that can stop you from going to where you want to be. And internal distractions are very dangerous because when you are vulnerable to your internal distractions, then external distractions can eat you up easily because it starts from within. You see, it's like a distraction is like a vulture and a lion. The internal distraction is the lion. It's hunting you from inside. But the vulture is the external distraction. It comes to feed off from what is left by the internal distractions.
So when you're explaining the internal distraction, you said desires like sleep. You said sleep. So sleep is actually not a bad thing, but the fact that when you're not able to control, because if you find yourself oversleeping instead of working, instead of pursuing a goal, instead of probably if you're someone who is an author, you need to use your time to write books. So it is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're not able to stop it as a distraction, then it can keep you out of focus.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. I think for me also, something that I can say is as a distraction is lack of vision. Because if you're not clear on where you're going, then what will you focus on? So for me, I think that that's also a very huge distraction that keeps people from focusing on the right thing. Because if you're not able to have a vision for your life, a vision for where you're going, a vision for your work, or if you're a business person, if you don't have a vision for your business, then what will you prioritize your time for? And what will you prioritize your ambitions to pursue? Right?
Yeah, true.
Okay. So I just want to also ask another question. We're in a new year, right? What do you feel was the major distraction for you in 2024, and how did you overcome it?
Wow.
Yeah. Please tell us about it.
That's a knock on my head. I
That's
didn't see it coming.
Okay.
Okay.
You even had to change your posture.
Yeah.
It must be a big one.
2024.
Yeah.
For real, I had a distraction, a lot of distractions.
But
I'll major on the one distraction I had.
Okay.
That's discipline.
Yeah.
2024 was really a year of lacking of discipline.
In which area? A specific area or the whole?
I had a specific area actually. I was having a discipline. I had set my targets and my goals on doing some things, but most
like
of it.
what?
For example, I always wake up at 4 a.m. For me to read a certain book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but now it reached a point that 2024, I don't know if ilikuwa baridi sana, but I used to sleep a lot, and maybe to snooze my alarm. It reaches at 4 a.m. I snooze my alarm. I found myself waking up at 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. to let's say 8 a.m. Now I go to work. I go to the business.
So you're not able to follow through with the
I'm not able to
breathing.
follow through with my schedule. So that was a distraction for me. Discipline. Actually, I had this the problem of discipline in a lot of side, but now that one of keeping time and maintaining what I had said before, that was a distraction for me.
So in terms of discipline in time, do you feel like there is another area of your life that lack of discipline affected?
Another area of my life, lack of discipline, anything. I think mostly it was rotating about now the work that I'm doing and the people that I'm having the work that I'm doing, because most of the time I spend a lot of my time mentoring people, guiding people and teaching people. I have a team that I'm teaching. I have people that are doing work and they need my support. But now, for instance, I wake up late. Will I have prepared something to go train them on? Of course I lack. So that was affecting me too much, because at some point I found myself repeating the things that I had already shared with them. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Mike. Yeah. Did you overcome it, or did you overcome with it?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, I had to find a way to overcome my problem with this. The moment that I came to learn, you don't do something because you're tired, but you do something until you finish it. So I learned to do my things till I finish them. So even if I had a target to, for example, not read a book from page chapter 1 to chapter 3. I made sure that I'm reading it to understand till I read chapter 3, or else I'll not sleep until I finish.
So pushing yourself.
Just pushing yourself, because you see, your mind is programmed. Little by little, to get used to. But if now you just you're like there, you feel like sleeping and you sleep. Then each and every time you'll be feeling like sleeping and you will sleep. So you just have to focus on training your mind till it reaches a point that now
it gets used to it.
To get used to it. You will be doing your thing without now the distraction.
Lovely. Thank you for sharing. Mike, true.
Yeah.
What do you feel was your major distraction in 2024, and how did you overcome it? Maybe one or two.
My major distraction in 2024 was actually an internal distraction from within.
What was that?
Emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Emotions is a very, very big distraction. And at every step, it makes you give in to your desires. So for instance, let's say I was working on something, then I feel a little bit mood may change, I feel dizzy, I feel like sleeping. I could give in to the desire very easily. And nijiambie, let me just have an hour, 1 hour, just 1 hour. Then the mistake with just 1 hour is that najua niko na meetings, a big online meeting. But now I get into bed saying I've set an alarm, I will wake up. Then I sleep, I don't hear the alarm. By the time I'm waking up, the meeting was over. Now I've destroyed the whole day because of falling into one simple desire of a simple rest. So I kept on repeating this because the moment you get it becomes a habit. So I repeated this activity even before I was an entrepreneur. You see, I was repeating this activity every now and then, and it was costing me. I was late most of the time for very many things, and the consequences of being late, you know them.
Yeah, definitely.
You lose clients.
Yeah, and you also disappoint people.
And you disappoint people. When you disappoint your clients, you never get them back.
Yeah.
So I had to tackle this internal distraction because it was hunting me down. It was a vicious lion hunting me down. And the vultures was ilikuwa kama TikTok. Ilikuwa inanipata nishakufa. So that's an external distraction. Then inanipata nishakufa. Sasa ninakuscroll tu.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you've already wasted what is important. Now you're done. Yeah, so I tackled that. I came into this year saying that I'm not going to be sleeping when it's not time for sleep. I'm not going to be emotional. Yeah, I'm not going to be attached to things that don't matter. If it's not heading to my goal, I'm not going to be emotionally attached to it.
Okay.
So that I don't get the outcomes of losing these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you for sharing. I think for me, my major distraction for 2024 was being everywhere. Like, I wanted to please people. If this person, but I had a clear vision that definitely I was working towards. But I learned when the year was ending that not all good things. We are not good things. Everyone is doing good things out there, but it's not everything that we're supposed to be a part of. Because even good things cannot align. If they're not aligning with our visions, then we don't need to be a part of them. So I found myself in meetings, very many meetings. I found myself in events, and most of my time and resources went into attending these many meetings instead of focusing on what God had entrusted me to build in 2024. An example, because I was supposed to start a business then, but I found myself traveling, I found myself in spaces, unattend gig zote, unattend event zote. So sometimes I plan that these 3 days I'm going to work towards my business plan, but those 3 days I'm in other things. So I think for me, just being everywhere was such a major distraction for me. And I pray that our viewers won't make the same mistakes we made in 2024. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong to support friends. There's nothing wrong with supporting ventures that people are doing. But these things can become a distraction. Okay. There's nothing wrong with me calling my friend and telling them, hey, I really love what you're doing. I love your event. You know what, I believe in you, I support you, but I can't come. Yeah, because if I had committed to work on a project that my client is waiting for, but I leave it to go somewhere else, I'll be actually doing a good thing. But still, because I didn't use that time well, and this project it's Yamaliza, my client won't get what I was working towards. So I disappoint myself, I disappoint the client, and then everyone is angry. I'm angry at myself, the client is angry at myself. And so I think it's important that we think through those things. So this 2025 to seek wave your man, work on what you need to work on, discern what you can't do. If your friends love you, please listen. If your friends love you, they should be able to respect you and know. If they only love you when you're saying yes all the time, then you need to think about the people around you.
By the way, the loyal viewers, actually, it's not a must. You'll be there physically for your friend, for them to know that for them to know that you're offering them support. Not a must that kila siku uko unatoka from Rongai all the way to Thika to see that one friend. For them to know that you love them. You can just offer support from wherever you are, but still you keep in touch, and that will be a show of love to them. Yeah, that will minimize you from a lot of distraction. Yeah.
So supporting others should not come at the expense of your own solutions. Because remember, everything tuko nayo kama biashara, we are accountable. Hizo ni vitu tumepewa, we need to steward. So yeah. So guys, I want us to talk about how we can keep away from distractions. How can we overcome distractions, things that keep us away from focusing on the real things?
First for me, I think the first point is setting clear goals, having clear goals on what you want to achieve, and just focusing on them for you to have that vision and the image of that will be driving you towards your and creating your focus stronger than just driving yourself without goals. Next one for me, I also think the trick is focusing on what drives you. Just focus on what drives you, and of that is your vision. It's only your vision that drives you. So if you have a big vision, I don't think you'll have time to waste on other things, small things, and your vision is more huge. You'll focus on other things. That is only if your vision is small, little or small. But if you have a big vision, we do have time to focus on small things. I don't think so. So that's it. Another thing, I think you should also be hungry. Be hungry, that is for success, and be hungry to develop yourself, personal development, and also be hungry to become the best of you.
The best version.
The best version of yourself.
I want that.
And also you should be foolish, because you can't.
Are you telling us to be foolish?
I'm telling you to be foolish now.
I'm joking.
Because you can't avoid. There are some things that you can't avoid. There are some things that are beyond your control. You can't control what people say about you. You can't control what people see on you, and you can't control the character of other people. So you can't be there telling someone you have to change or to be this. You can't control that. People are made that way. So you have to be foolish and avoid the other voice. Just keep the enemy within you be stronger than the enemy outside you, so that it will not destroy you. So I think that are some few points for me. I think fathers should add the rest.
Okay. Yes. What can you say about that? What's some of the things that someone can do to keep them away from distraction?
What Apostle has said is actually very powerful. What Mike has shared is very powerful. When you have a clear...
Not Mike, big Mike.
Okay, big Mike.
I need to start fighting it now.
You have it. It's your title.
You have it. So, Mike 1, Mike 2.
And Mike 2.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay. Because I will first start by saying, turn your dreams into a vision. Don't just have a dream. Turn it into a vision. It's easier for you to go for something that you can actually see. Because when you can see where you want to be in the end, nothing will stop you. Mona. Let's say there is $1 million at the end of this walk. There are 7 steps to get there. The first one has a fire, thorns. There are very many things about. There's nothing to stop from getting there. But when you see the $1 million, will you not step on the fire? Go get it. You step on the fire. So when you've turned your dreams into a vision, nothing will actually come into your way. And you will start by solving the biggest distraction is the internal distraction. Start building yourself. Build yourself. You can never build anything if you have not built yourself. Because the external distractions will come, they will come. But when they find that you are weak inside, they will eat you up. So you have to build yourself.